Hello everyone, if you're learning AI, with .NET you've probably heard about OpenAI, Azure OpenAI, and Google's Gemini. They all look similar. They all generate text. They all have APIs. So, which one should you actually use? By the end of this video you'll know exactly when to use each one. Imagine 3 really smart robots. They can all answer questions. They can all write code. They can all explain maths. The difference isn't really how smart they are. It's who owns the building they're working inside. Before we compare them, let's pretend AI is a really smart employee. Imagine there are 3 office buildings. Let's look at the OpenAI office. Inside this office live the GPT models. Whenever you ask a question, your question travels across the internet directly to OpenAI. Now let's look at the Microsoft's building. Something interesting happens here. Microsoft doesn't build GPT. Instead, Microsoft hosts OpenAI's GPT models inside Azure. Think of Microsoft saying, "We'll provide the building, the security, the networking, the identity, and all the enterprise features. And inside our building, we'll run OpenAI's models." Finally, we have Google's building. Google didn't license GPT. They built their own AI model from scratch. That model is called Gemini. So when you use Gemini, your request goes directly to Google's own AI. From your application's perspective, they're all answering the same question. The difference is who is answering it and where it runs. But there's an even easier way to think about this. Imagine ordering pizza. People instantly understand restaurants. OpenAI is like walking into your favorite pizza shop. You walk in. You order. They make the pizza. You leave. Simple. There's nobody checking your employee badge. Nobody checking permissions. It's designed to get you started quickly. That's why OpenAI is so popular for learning AI. Azure OpenAI works a little differently. Imagine the pizza shop is inside a large corporate office. Before you even get to the pizza shop, you have to stop at reception. Reception asks, "Who are you? Do you work here? Do you have permission? Which department are you from?" Only after that, you're allowed into the pizza shop. That's exactly what Azure does. Before your request reaches GPT, Azure can authenticate who you are. It can check permissions. It can use Microsoft Entra ID instead of just an API key. It can keep traffic inside private networks. It can store secrets in Azure Key Vault. It can log everything for your security team. The AI is still GPT, but Azure adds enterprise security and management around it. You're still eating the same pizza, but you're getting there through Microsoft's secure building. Gemini is a different pizza shop. Different owner. Different chef. Different recipes. Different kitchen. The goal is still the same. You ask for pizza. They make pizza. But because it's a different chef, the taste might be slightly different. Gemini is Google's own AI model. It wasn't built by OpenAI. So even if you ask exactly the same prompt, GPT and Gemini may answer differently. Maybe one explains it better. Maybe one writes cleaner code. Maybe one is more creative. They're solving the same problem, just in different ways. People always ask, which one is cheapest? The answer is, it depends. All 3 charge based on how much AI you use. Think of tokens as tiny pieces of words. More words. More cost. Less words. Less cost. For small personal projects, the pricing is often comparable for equivalent usage, though each provider has different model tiers and free quotas that change over time. This is where Azure wins. If your company already uses Azure, Everything stays inside Azure. Your developers already know Azure. Your security team already trusts Azure. That's why so many businesses choose Azure OpenAI. Let's revisit the demo from our previous video, which I've linked below. Notice something interesting? The code is nearly identical. Once you learn one provider, switching to another is usually just changing how you create the client and authenticate. The rest of your application often stays very similar. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all my latest .NET and AI content.